Cincinnati. Tonight it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Elijah Moore now, bringing it out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First play, Watson to the air. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. They'll run with Chubb, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
12. 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. If you look at this Browns defense, this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here's 3rd and 10.
11 empty.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
11. 11, Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Complete to his tight end, Jalen Hyatt. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about them. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
11. 12.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Third and long. It's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
12. Stop.
Burrow on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now it's Watson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
11.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left.
11. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
11. 12. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11 MT, take. 11. 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. Through the middle of the field. And for Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Connor Duggar who picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Thomas. The hot.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That escapes the sack. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. The hot.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
11 MT tape. 11, the hot.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Hyatt, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got Njoku over the middle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
11 empty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. To the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one too low.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Gun.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got done. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down. his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sam Hubbard, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
12, 12, 12.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Murphy in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Burrow. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
19 yards there on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 72 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. Watson now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. It's caught. Cooper. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 44 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 12, 12, 12.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Miles Murphy, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Watson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Room past the 35 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now it's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
26.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them.